All about chocolate. All about chocolate. Introduction. People around the world love chocolate. They love it so much that every year they eat more chocolate than any other sweet. If you have ever wondered where chocolate comes from and how it's made, then read on. Where chocolate comes from. Chocolate actually grows on trees, but you can't just pick a chunk of chocolate from a tree branch and eat it. The chocolate growing on trees, it looks, tastes, and smells nothing like the chocolate you eat. The tree that gives us chocolate is the cacao. A cacao tree. Chocolate comes from beans that are found in large pots on the tree. Cacao trees grow where it is hot and wet. Mostly they grow near the equator. It takes 4 to 5 years before a cacao tree begins to grow pods. Today, most cacao trees are grown on farms called plantations. Cacao trees have lots of small white or yellow flowers. Some of the flowers change into pods, but most do not. The pods are shaped like little footballs. Workers trim the branches to get the most pods from the trees. The pods change from green to golden or reddish color as a ribbon. Preparing the beans. Taking pods from the cacao trees is the first step in making chocolate. Inside each pod are 20 to 50 beans. The cacao beans are the tree seeds. It takes a lot of beans and a lot of work to make chocolate. The pods are first gathered and then cut open with a large blade. The beans are then scooped out of the open pod. The beans are cream colored and covered with a soft pulp. These beans are still very different from the chocolate you know. The pulp-covered beans are put into piles or boxes and covered. They begin to change from a cream color to a purple color after contact with the air. The beans also change on the inside in a process called fermentation. After the beans are fermented, they are dried. As they dry, the beans are turned. Once the beans are dry, they are placed in large cloth bags and shipped to makers of chocolate. From beans to chocolate. Making chocolate from the fermented dried beans is a complicated process. First, the beans need to be cleaned. Then chocolate makers blend different kinds of beans together. This is to make sure the chocolate has just the right flavor. The beans are roasted in order to bring out chocolate flavor. This is when the beans begin to smell like chocolate. As the beans are roasted, the thin shell that covers them grows brittle. The beans pass through a machine that cracks their shells and blows away the piece of shell with fans. After the shells are removed, only the meaty part of the bean, called the nib, remains. The nibs are ground up and crushed until they become a liquid. The liquid is poured into molds where it cools into bars or better. Unsweetened chocolate, the bars are then pressed until yellow or liquid called cocoa butter is removed. The cocoa butter drains through a screen and is collected to make the chocolate we eat. After the liquid cocoa butter is removed, the solid part of the bar is ground into a powder. Cocoa powder is sent to dairies and bakeries to flavor baked goods and dairy produce. The chocolate we eat is made in the finer step of mixing. The mixing takes place in machines with big rollers. Sugar, cocoa powder, cocoa butter, and other ingredients are rolled and mixed until smooth. The smooth mixture is poured into molds and cooled. After it has cooled and solidified, the chocolate is wrapped in packages for shipping. history of chocolate. People in Mexico and Central America first used chocolate. Christopher Columbus brings cacao beans back to Europe. First chocolate shop opens in London, England. First chocolate bar is sold. A man in Switzerland makes and sells the first milk chocolate. World consumes over 3,000 metric tons of cacao beans. Chocolate today. Most of the chocolate made in factories today is used to make chocolate candy. All the chocolate goes into ice cream, chocolate drinks, and baked goods such as cakes and donuts. Each year, people around the world consume or eat tons of chocolates. Conclusion. It took a long time for chocolate to become popular throughout the world. Today, people everywhere eat lots of chocolate, making it the world's most popular sweet.